Guys, what's going on? It's Game Source, and today we're going to be looking at a Bone Pit deck, so Arena 2. This is my second Clash Royale video of the channel, and I've just recently made it about 3 hours ago, so we'll be uploading as much as possible from like this week onwards. So my first video, if you want to go check it out, is top best Arena 1 decks, and we've narrowed 3 decks down to 1, which I find the best in Arena 1. So I'll show you the deck. So for starters, we've got our ground defense. So we've got 3 main cards: Skami, Spear Gobs, and P.E.K.K.A. So P.E.K.K.A. being a strong card, so it will, like you can see the example here, it does a lot of damage to Knight, other cards like Valkyrie, and then big push cards like Prince as well. And even against P.E.K.K.A. as well, but it usually won't be P.E.K.K.A. Unless the P.E.K.K.A. is already weak. So our win condition, so our push is the giant, and you can play that giant with the baby dragon, which is an extremely good push for this low arena, because the giant will tank for the baby dragon, while the baby dragon can not only hit the tower, but hit troops placed like Skami, and because it does splash damage, it defeats Skami quite easily. And yeah, then we've got our building here. Sorry, I think it just cut out a bit. Hang on. So, so we've got our building here, Tombstone, which draws cards like Prince and P.E.K.K.A. to, you can place it in the center or draw them to the center. You can place it behind them and cut them back any way you really want. And that's where you can draw your opponent's win conditions out or wherever you want, if they're targeted to the tower. And then obviously we've got our arrows here as well, which can counter air attacks, and also ground things as well. Oh, we've got something's popped up here, so I better get to the game quick. And yeah, so if you see, if we go down, we are looking at Bone Pit here. So Arena 2 is required 300 trophies, and so all the cards in the deck you'd already have them by now if you're playing and you're at this stage. And if you don't have them, you just got to keep playing the game for a little longer, and you'll get them in a chest eventually. All right, here goes. We'll get to the game. Alrighty guys, here we go. Oh, sorry about that pop-up. So we're going to start off by placing Giant in the sort of middle right, so it starts walking to the right side, which is what we want. If we place it back here, it allows us to build up a push while it's walking, so we can build our elixir at the same time, and it also freaks our opponent out a little bit, so they're kind of rushing to get their counter in. So here we go, we've got a perfect example of one of our main pushes, which is Giant tanking for mini P.E.K.K.A. And then also we've got arrows ready if they scar me, which they didn't, so we're really lucky about that. So simple arrows should just beat the bomber and these skeletons. And then we've got the giant in the bottom right again. Alright, so you want to try as much as you can when you're playing to save your elixir and not place on 0. So if I'd gone ahead as soon as I placed my giant and placed the Spear Gobs or the Skami, I wouldn't have been able to counter that Hog Rider. So it's really important that you don't just waste elixir. So now we've got our baby dragon behind the giant, which will mean that if you place a Skami or anything, it will really help. And we've got a small push with Spear Goblins coming on the left. He's placed Bomber. And our baby dragon's still full health, which is looking pretty good, should get some damage. And then simple minions on Bomber, because he can't attack the sky. He's placed Musketeer. And we should be able to counter this easy with a P.E.K.K.A. Or mini P.E.K.K.A. I should say. Oh, Tombstone's pretty easy because the Hog Rider's coming in. This is another good example of drawing or kiting out the Hog Rider or any win condition to where we want it. They will just stall his push a little bit so we get more elixir. Yep, so Valkyrie's an easy counter for him. And now I can place Baby Dragon. So we're not wasting our air defense because we've still got minions and arrows and also Spear Gobs, but we're just placing something on him where he can't attack the sky. He's fireballed, he missed, so that's really good for us because he's wasted 4 elixir. If we go to the giant, should be pretty good because we've got that baby dragon push. And the giant should tank before the mini P.E.K.K.A. once it gets fused, and we should take out that musketeer. Yep, there we go. That's down. At this stage, it's just going to show how good this deck is in this arena, because you can see 30 seconds to go. We've gotten 2 towers and he's barely touched the others. Only on the left side, he's gotten up to about half health. So we have a big advantage. There you go, you see that giant and baby dragon push again. It shouldn't take Tau, but it should, give him a bit of a worry, and he should start attacking that and wasting his time. And there you have it, guys. So that's that deck for you. Alright guys, I've just finished up that battle and the game's gone into maintenance, so it's probably for the new season and it'll be over soon. It says estimated time 15 minutes, so yeah, it's probably for the new season. Yeah, if you did like that video, make sure to comment, share, and subscribe. You don't need to share, but if you've got a mate in Bone Pit and this could help him, make sure you give him a buzz and send him this video, and I assure you it will help. So anyway, yeah guys, like the video, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video, which will probably be either tomorrow or in a few hours from now. Yeah, alright. See you guys.